Hi everyone, I am the Spiritual Seeker. I am an independent researcher, numerologist, and member of Black Space Azania. Black Space is a Black consciousness formation. You can follow us on Twitter or like our Facebook page for more information and updates. In this episode, we look into the 6th chapter in the book we are currently reading, Chabani Manganyi's Being Black in the World, published in 1973. The name of the chapter is Reflections of a Black Clinician. This chapter has 3 sections. The first section is a revised version of a paper he published in 1972. In this section, Manganyi discusses disorders related to body image and body boundary experiences, comparing Black patients who suffer from paraplegia to normal people. Paraplegia is a condition caused by injury or disease on the spinal cord, resulting in immobility of the lower body. It was initially thought that the patients who suffered from paraplegia were going to exhibit symptoms of discomfort resulting from low self-confidence in the image of their bodies. But to the surprise of the observer, both groups relatively showed symptoms of low self-confidence. Manganyi concluded that body image as an internalized conception, experience, and image of the physical self might be influenced by earlier socialization, thereby making our conceptions of our physical selves culturally determined. Here is Manganyi expanding on that point. The physical body constitutes an individual's anchor in the world. It is the physical body which makes it possible for an individual to be given a name, to tell all and sundry who he is, to constitute lived space. The body is the nexus of all the fundamental relations which an individual person develops with others, with objects, with time and space. If the integrity of the body is violated, as it has been in the case of Black people, the other existential relationships also become distorted. Integrity of the body is what a solid foundation means for a good house. Violate the integrity of this foundation, the body, and everything else collapses after the fact. In the second section, Manganyi discusses the difficulties or challenges that arise during psychotherapy between white clinical psychologists and psychiatrists and Black patients. As stated before in the introduction and in the biographical summary, Manganyi was the first Black South African to be registered as a clinical psychologist. That means hospitals were overwhelmingly filled with white psychiatrists and white clinical psychologists. It was then a challenge treating neurotic disorders through psychotherapy because sessions were also structured by the racial dynamics of the time, with Black patients seeing white clinical psychologists as masters or bosses, and the sociological schema that has structured the Black body as bad and inferior, repelling the help that was needed. In the last section, Manganyi talks about the need to train more Black clinicians and develop psychotherapeutic tools to treat neurotic disorders in non-white or Black communities. Overall, I've mentioned before that if Manganyi's analysis of Blackness through the individual schema and the sociological schema in its preoccupation with the body does not consider the loss of bodily integrity, the shattering of the corporeal schema, then it would be an incomplete analysis. What Manganyi describes in the first session as the violation of the integrity of the body is something that we can work with, especially when we consider how anti-Blackness as a structure preceded the settler colonial system of apartheid, locating Black people outside of civil society and against the categories of human, citizen, man, woman, etc.